I won't run through the things in detail. So developing extensive and complete wisdom. So this is about about the learning process and developing wisdom in our path. So the initial verse, with the great vehicle capabilities, we face the door with the right views, right? And the right views, obviously, is the first of the Noble Eightfold Path. So when we get into that state of the understanding, we need to, how do then we develop the right views? And if we get stuck with aspiration, especially this aspiration, we need to understand it ties towards happiness and with small vehicle. But we need to extend that beyond to have this great aspiration. Now, I won't run through this in detail, but you can, I suggest you all read about it. But basically, what it does say is that if you remember, Master in one of the earlier lessons mentioned about the 6 parameters, and here is graduating towards only the first 5 parameters, then we won't be able to develop this great wisdom. And the great wisdom is necessary when you grow, especially from the 6th ground of bodhisattvahood and beyond. So from the 6th ground bodhisattvahood, and you develop the wisdom, and then the next ground on the perfection of matters of skillful means, and going beyond to the aspirational vows, the spiritual power, and then to the perfection of knowledge, which what this whole teaching is trying to lead towards. Because for the Sarakas to go beyond that, then they need to develop this path beyond the first 5 parameters to want the perfection of wisdom. Okay. So, and then to retain that, and obviously in this development of this flawless, skillful wisdom, is to brush away this dust of afflictions that we have, and especially even the tiniest ones. I won't touch on this. I won't be able to explain this, the 2 kinds of wisdom. Since you already mentioned it, I won't elaborate on that. On contemplation, one important thing is that we need to conquer oneself of our own woes, and we all have all this affliction within us. So we need to do this. We need to have to conquer ourselves. Most of the time we conquer other people. We never try to conquer ourselves. So therefore the courage is in the virtues of cultivation. And when you cultivate virtues, and that's where the blessings comes in, then Moses spoke about. But you need those virtues to develop wisdom. So one has the courage to overcome one's mental affliction, to uphold the virtues of the path. And to conquer oneself, like I said, people will never even bother to try, because they say they don't need to conquer themselves. So with courage must come the strength to do so. So the strength is the effort of the practice we need to put in. It is the application of the wisdom and the practice. If only the wise one would dare to conquer oneself. So courage without strength is foolish. And because why? Imagine you charge into a house which is burning, and you're going to burn yourself. So then wisdom without courage is just a fancy idea. So therefore, a stalk must blossom a flower to be complete. So on relationship, very quickly, harmony in a relationship, there are no bad relationships. When the relationships are demanding, you learn to give. When they are conflicting and trying, you grow in patience and perseverance. When the relationships are ideal, you experience the joy, love, and peace. When the relationships are well understood, you are always harmonious. So there are no bad relationships, only deserving ones. So you can perfect all this relationship, you can perfect all this 5 parameters, plus the 6th parameter being the wisdom. So therefore, always be harmonious. Sorry for a quick rush. Thank you so much. And sit back to Sister Siu Ching.
Yeah, got it so much, BrotherChin, for the wonderful sharing.